Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Young Byron with Young Byron Videos, and I'm doing my video reaction on this Trump mocking Takedown video. Somebody had put a logo, a CNN logo, on a person that Trump was taking down, slamming down to the ground. But I guess the video was taken probably years ago before Trump ran for president. And they said they don't know why people making this as a big deal, and it's not. Which I don't see, what's the fuss. But anyways, I'm going to do my reaction on this, and let's go.
This week, the president is focused instead on attacking the media, tweeting this mock video of himself tackling, then punching a man who represents CNN. Is the shocking image of the president physically attacking someone just comedy, or could it incite violence against the media? ABC's Gloria Riviera starts us off from Bedminster, New Jersey, where the president is spending the holiday weekend.
Tonight, President Trump escalating his war on the media, tweeting a mock video showing him outside a wrestling ring, tackling and punching a man with the CNN logo covering his face. Trump's Homeland Security Advisor Tom Bossert seeing the video for the first time on This Week, defending the president.
There's a lot of cable news shows that reach directly into hundreds of thousands of viewers, and they're really not always very fair to the president. So I'm pretty proud of the president for developing a Twitter and a social media platform where he can talk directly to the American people.
Is that the kind of communication you want, that he's beating up on somebody?
Well,
that he's beating up on the media? You're in charge of Homeland Security there.
Yep.
That seems like a threat.
Yeah, certainly not, though. I think that no one would perceive that as a threat. I hope they don't.
ABC News contributor Anna Navarro, who is also a CNN contributor, saying Trump's message could have consequences.
It is an incitement to violence.
The White House did not respond when asked for a comment. But earlier this week, during the president's Twitter tirade against MSNBC co-host Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski, where he called them crazy and dumb as a rock, spokeswoman Sarah Sanders insisted.
The president in no way, form, or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence. If anything, quite the contrary. And he was simply pushing back and defending himself.
During the campaign at some Trump rallies, there were outbreaks of violence against protesters. At times, then candidate Trump appeared to encourage it.
If you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? We're not allowed to punch back anymore. I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
But
yes, about this video, Trump mocking on this video somebody that support CNN. I feel that Trump in the future, he probably will face scrutiny, and he probably will be criticized for this in the next election. I'm guarantee you that Democrats and independents will bring this up in 2020, and also they will bring it up in 2024 if he gets reelected again. Of this video, the Homeland Security guy is the idiot. I know he's Trump's advisor and he's Trump's Homeland Security, but he's an idiot. He said it's not a threat, and he hoped nobody don't see it as a threat. But what Trump did in that video, what if you see it as comedy and entertainment, it's pushing the line, especially as president, because if Barack Obama would have did that to Fox News, which is fake news, fraud news, then they would he would have never got a second term. And he also would have been scrutinized. And he also would have been judged, and people would have been like, well, you need to impeach him. You need to get him out of the office. And it's funny how some people in politics can do certain things like that, controversial things like that. But some people on the left can't do it, because if they do it, then the people on the left be scrutinized the next election. And they will bring it up and say, well, you did this, you did that. And even Anna Barrera, she's a Republican. She even said what Trump did is going to have consequences. And she's a Republican. So not every single Republican is for Donald Trump. Not every single Democrat was for Hillary Clinton when Hillary Clinton was campaigning last year. Because if that was the case, if 90% of Democrats were actually for Hillary Clinton last year, Hillary Clinton would have won. She would have won. And she won a popular vote, but she would have won. She would have won the electoral votes. And so I think that this is, way crossing the line, especially when you are president of the United States and you are commander of chief. If I was commander in chief for doing this, how would y'all feel? Would y'all say the same thing? Would y'all say, oh man, Barron, he's wrong? Or if Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton or any other candidate that's not a Republican would be doing this, what would y'all say? Would y'all, make up excuses for that president? Or would y'all say, man, what he did was crossing the line, what he did was wrong? What he did was wrong. Because what he did is he made a mockery of it, and he made it seem like that he wanted to attack. That's a way of him attacking CNN, and he called them fake news, which I don't think that they're fake news. I think Fox News is fake news, and Fox News can be biased at times. And that's been proven many a time in many elections. And this is not the only election when that's been proven. But anyway, I think what Trump did was way, way inappropriate. And I feel like he should apologize, trying to attack the media. Oh, his Homeland Security buddy said, oh, he was defending himself. That was the way him defending himself. So if I did something like that and I was president, would you say that to me? Would you say, well, that's just a way of Byron defending himself? That's just a way of him defending himself. Or if it was somebody on the left that did that, would you defend them? Comment down below, let me know. If they did the same thing that Donald Trump did, and I know people will say, well, Donald Trump is a Republican, so he must be right because he's on the right, which is not true. He has not always been a Republican. About 8-10 years ago, he was a Democrat. Look it up for yourself, and you will know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this is outrage. This is going to come back, and have consequences later on, just like the media said. And eventually they're going to bring it up in 4 years. So get ready, people. And why would y'all even defend something like this? If a Democrat was doing this, I know I said this 3 or 4 times, but if a Democrat was doing this, y'all butts wouldn't be defending this. So y'all only defend Donald Trump because he's a part of your party. Y'all defend everything. Y'all agree with everything that Donald Trump says because he's a Republican. And I'm a Democrat. I'm an independent Democrat. I'm independent and Democrat. And which I don't agree everything, 100% everything that Democrats have done in the past with Bernie Sanders' campaign and also with Hillary Clinton's campaign. And also I didn't really disagree with what Kathy Griffin did to Donald Trump. But Donald Trump, he does stuff, that's outrageous. It's crazy. So even though that he's president, people are still going to be talking about him like they talked about Barack Obama. So they ain't going to stop talking about him because he's president of the United States. But anyways, leave a comment down below. Tell me exactly what y'all think. And I'm going to get out of here. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out. Have a good one. And watch a little bit more. I'm going to let y'all watch just a little bit more.
Tonight, Trump making it clear his main opponent now is the media.
The fake media tried to stop us from going to the White House, but I'm president and they're not.
And Gloria joins us live from Bedminster. Gloria, the president seems to be focusing much of his attention on attacking the media, but he has a very important week ahead of him.
That's right, Tom. A very full week for this president. And of course, the focal point, healthcare, in such a precarious state. But in addition, one of the most important meetings for this president to date, that one-on-one with Russia's President Vladimir Putin that is expected to take place at some point during the G20 summit in Germany this week. Tom?
Gloria Rivera starting us off tonight. Gloria, thank
you. Yeah. He said, I'm president and they're not president. Well, of course they're not president because they are the media. They can't be president and be the media. They're the media that you hate, that was neutral. They kept it neutral during the election time. They said they talked about and reported on Donald Trump, everything that Donald Trump did. You know what I'm saying? If he said something outlandish, they reported on. They reported on when he said Mexicans are criminals and rapists and stuff like that. They reported on that too. He don't like that. But Fox News, they always defend Donald Trump because they are a Republican fake news. So I'm gonna be out of here. My phone is going dead. My phone is hot. So I will talk y'all later. Bye bye.